Some of the UK's biggest YouTubers have announced an exciting new live show. We have a hilarious interview with Emma Blackery. YouTubers have raised thousands of pounds for the victims of the Grenfell fire, and of course it's the return of Dan Howatch. All of this plus I'll fight a ghost and lose on this week's edition of YouTuber News, the video news service from WeTheUnicorns.com, London's #1 hit music station. No wait, that doesn't sound right. Our first story, some of the UK's biggest YouTubers have announced they'll be attending a brand new interactive live show this October in Birmingham in England. The show is called Hello World, or as Marcus Butler would call it, Hello World. And will feature Zoe Sugg, Joe Sugg, Louise Pentland, Jim Chapman, KSI, Casper Lee, as many YouTubers as you can think of. I was of course asked to attend, but I had to decline because I'm too busy organising my own event, Hello Universe, that's bigger, which is taking place in 2025, and which, for legal reasons, is only open to people over the age of 60 and is taking place in international waters. Tickets are £100,000, and I hope to see you there. And remember, what happens in international waters stays in international waters. Or else. Next up, we have an interview with musician and YouTuber Emma Blackery on a brand new segment I'm calling Standing Around a Table. Hi, welcome to Standing Around a Table. I'm Ben. Today I'm joined by Emma Blackery.
I'm used to people clapping when that happens. Thank you, thank you.
Hello Emma,
yes,
welcome.
Thank you.
You recently went to #3 on the albums chart.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Good? Bad?
Good. Next.
Excellent, okay. Next question.
It felt awful, Ben, and let me tell you why. It wasn't #2.
Well, who was #2? Mr. Harry Styles.
It was Mr. Harry Styles, but I was on top of Ed Sheeran.
Do you know who's #1
It was
though?
a great sandwich. Yeah, freaking like the latest Now compilation.
Exactly, and that's cheating.
What the bollocks is that?
There's like 1,000 artists in that.
Exactly.
So really you were #2.
Oh shit, yeah, exactly.
The songs on this EP feel very personal, are they?
No.
Okay. Did you learn anything about yourself?
Of course, yeah, yes.
Did you learn anything about yourself when you were writing these very personal songs?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, trying to figure out which songs I wanted on the EP because there were quite a few to choose from, and I ended up choosing all of the ones that are about love, mostly. You know, like I said, like Nothing Without You is pretty much a thank you to an ex, and you know, writing that was really therapeutic for me. That really helped me get over, you know, the last of the links in your brain that you create when you're in love. So yeah, that was definitely a song that I learned a lot from. But the rest of it, I mean, not really. I didn't really learn anything because I wrote them. So, yeah,
sure.
You know.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we're getting things a bit more serious in this interview.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's kind of what we wanted. So. How many of the songs are about magnets?
Only one.
Only one?
Yeah.
It's not magnetized though?
No.
So that's the weird thing. People assume it would be magnetized.
No, exactly.
But it's How About You, which is the first track. How About You?
How About You? Yeah.
Is that right? How About You?
That's the one.
I love that song.
You joke, but you did actually get the song name wrong.
Alright, moving on. What's your favourite moment from your tour?
Playing, I was gonna just straight out say playing Shepherd's Bush, but honestly a lot of it was actually as well as seeing everyone. Cardiff was amazing, Shepherd's Bush was amazing, Newcastle was amazing. It was actually just being able to bond with my band. Obviously this is the first time that I'd been on tour with this lineup that I have behind me, and being able to hang out with them, making all the inside jokes, and you know, it was really sort of the camaraderie that makes the tour good.
Nice.
You know? If you don't get on with everyone that's on tour, you're gonna have a shit tour for wankers. It's gonna be shit. So, you know.
Emma's top tip for the day.
Get on with the people that you're in a band with, I guess.
Last question's a little bit personal. Obviously, as we know, I've got my my memoir coming out, Content from the Edge. Very excited about it. I did send you a review copy, and you described it as, quote, garbage.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean garbage, like bad. You know, like in France, did you know that one of the words they use for good is terrible, which can also mean good and bad. It depends on the context in which you use it.
True.
You know? So you know how like someone's like, oh, that's sick. They don't mean that it's going to give you like an illness. They mean it's great. So when I was like, oh man, that is hot garbage, I was really just saying how great I thought it was.
That's
cool.
Very
personal.
The full quote is though that it's garbage, and by garbage I mean bad. It's not a good book. It's bad.
I was probably just really tired that day. You know, my feet were probably aching. I was probably walking around all day, and it probably caught me off guard. I read it, and I thought it was really good. really
Thank you.
personal. So
that means a lot. Thank you. It was still nicer than what Alfie said about it.
look, man, I'm releasing a book, so you know I know what it's like now to put your work out and be afraid of people not liking it. So you know.
True. Nice little plug for your book there, by the way.
September 7th. Feel Good 101.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, you know, hopefully not hot garbage.
No, hopefully not.
Oh no, that means good. Good. Hopefully is hot garbage.
So you don't want it to be good?
Like, you're amazing. I'm gonna go now.
This has been Standing Around a Table. Great episode, great. I really loved how my face was so shiny that it was like a human mirror ball. Like, it looked like there were two Emma Blackerys. There was the real Emma Blackery, and then there was the Emma Blackery being reflected back by the shine in my face. I also want to thank Emma for being such a good sport and coming on the show. You should really listen to her new EP. It's very good. I mean, I only listen to hardcore country music, so I don't really understand it, but I think you kids will really like it. And finally, YouTubers have raised thousands of pounds for the victims of the Grenfell fire. M Ford organised a live stream that featured tons of YouTubers doing all kinds of activities, all to encourage the audience to donate money to the people who really need it. The stream was a huge success, raising thousands of pounds, and it's just really nice to see YouTubers using their influence to do some good in the world. Not that YouTubers usually use their powers for evil, I just mean that this is an especially nice instance. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. Pretty sure I definitely haven't missed anything that the audience might want to see. Time to wrap up the old show, take down the lights, unleash the wild dogs we keep in the studio for no reason, let my son Tavin go to bed. Tavin, he's my son. Yep, time to wrap up the show. Just kidding, it's time for Dan Howell Watch. Daniel Howell Watch. Sorry, Dan. What has Dan been up to this week? Well, of course, if you've been following YouTuber news, and I pray you have, you've been following the saga of Dan and Phil getting their heads stuck in various honeypots. Well, this week Dan's managed to get the pot off his head, and he went to Sainsbury's, which is a supermarket in London, and he bought himself some grapes. Went home and, according to our reports, he ate some of those grapes. We'll let you know if he finishes the bunch. Stay with us until next week. What's this? Sorry, I'm getting a breaking news bulletin. I'm not wearing an earpiece, but I am somehow getting a bulletin. You gotta be kidding me. He's a grown man. Alright, Dan's got his head stuck in a honeypot again. I'm not sure how he's done it this time, but this has been Dan Howell Watch. Well, that's our show for this week, but a quick reminder that today's episode was brought to you by the brand new series of We the Unicorns books. That's right, folks, sometimes these adverts are real. These books are real, I had a hand in writing them, so did the rest of the team, and I have to say, I think they're pretty excellent. There's books about quizzes, there's books about how to be a YouTuber yourself, there's a book about all the big YouTube events that have happened this year, there's some parts written by the rest of the team, and then there's also some really good parts that I wrote. So if you're interested, there's a pre-order link in the description below. You can get your hands on some We the Unicorns books. We the Unicorns books. Even if you don't read them, they make a pretty passable paperweight. I'm Benedict Townsend. This has been YouTuber News, which airs every Friday on the We the Unicorns YouTube channel and Facebook page. Although it airs on the YouTube channel first, so make sure you're subscribed to get that news delivered straight to you. And of course, if you're subscribed, that means you're more likely to get that precious first comment, like last week's first comment from Amy Koyman, who said, "Wow, I love We the Unicorns." What a nice comment. Almost enough to melt my cold, dead heart. Not enough, though. Have a great weekend, guys. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you go on a little adventure. I hope you find a cove with some pirate treasure in it. But then you touch the pirate treasure and then you get a curse on you. And you're like, oh, no, I'm cursed. But then you go to McDonald's, so it's pretty good because you got fries. See you next week.